Lynette, you're a homeless veteran living in your car.
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh, tell me about it.
Well, it started July of last year. I was in Compton. That's my home of record, where both my parents grew up and my grandparents are from. And I get a lot of my background, a lot of my upbringing from my grandparents. And after they passed away, I wanted to come back to Compton just to kind of get more of my roots after getting out of the military. So when I moved back home with my family in Compton, we got into fights and disagreements about some of my beliefs. One belief of mine is that the household should be clean. The gang activity that was happening at my grandparents' house disturbed me. My grandparents' house was never tagged with graffiti or anything like that. And when I came back to Compton last year, I saw that. So one of the disputes between me and my family was about me painting my grandparents' wall white. I have a judge, my uncle that's a judge, and he owned the house at the time, and he said, well, why did you paint the wall white? And I said, why not? Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it clean? I said, it had graffiti on it. He said, well, you don't understand because you've been away from Compton. That now will attract the gang members to come tag the house again. And I just didn't understand that. And we couldn't see eye to eye about that. So I basically kept painting the wall white till they stopped tagging it. That was a problem between me and my family. They felt I was attracting gang energy. I felt I was blocking gang energy.
So how long have you been living in your car?
So when I told my family about smoking, that helped with my PTSD, spice, they decided that was not something they would tolerate or accept living at the household. So we agreed that I was going to use my time to find a house, find an apartment with my disability, and move out of the household because I had already gone to treatment and I had decided that this was something that was going to be helpful with me. So I searched for some apartments because, mind you, I have 2 kids. And it was summertime when they had gotten through the last year of Compton, and it was summertime. And I'm using my disability, my social security, and I'm giving all the documents that you need to get, apartment. I'm waiting on the phone call. That takes time. I get the phone call back. We didn't approve you for the apartment. Sorry, you'll get something in the mail. Well, how will I get something in the mail if I'm homeless? I'm headed down Compton Boulevard, going to the park. When I get to Aranby, I believe, is the street. There's a car wash to the right and there's a stoplight. Well, I see a vehicle going this way and traffic's supposed to be going this way. Yeah. So I said, oh, it's like 11 o'clock at night. I said, oh, this guy must be a drunk driver or something. I pull out of the way. I don't want him to come my way.
Right.
I pull over to the car wash. The individual pulled all the way around. I thought he was leaving. He pulled up right behind me, jumped out of the car.
Oh my gosh.
I drove just like I was in Iraq. Went right back to my training.
Wow.
Now, I can show you,
No, I was wondering why that was like that, and that makes sense.
My dream is I would love to win the lottery.
Well, I was just going to ask
That's
you to
my
end
dream.
this. Yeah.
I have dreams still.
Well,
I still
if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
First, get my children back. I miss my children. The way they were taken, it was terrible. And they weren't taken by any authority, they were taken by family. So that's what hurts the most. It's like, who gave you the right? So my first wish would be to have my children back. If I could have them back, my heart would feel like it's back, like it's normal. Of course, to have them, I have to have somewhere to be. I have to have shelter. So any human being needs shelter. So my children, shelter, and then I would love to win the lottery. And the reason why I would love to win the lottery, my understanding about healing and people is that you need shelter, you need love, you need a little bit of laughter, a little bit of learning, a combination of all of that. And what I would do with that money is I would build a hotel, and I would have where you could come in, you could get massage, aromatherapy, food, a meal, and a place to stay. With that money, you could afford to do that. That's what I would love. That would be my dream, my business.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming by and asking. And I mean, here's my Navy sweatshirt.
Yeah.
This bad boy has been with me for a long time. You know it's your favorite when the pockets are torn and things are tore up and you still hold on to it.
Yeah.